Alrighty everyone, welcome back. It is now May 1st of 2025, and given that the Meghan Markle drama is not going away anytime soon at this point, especially after everything that happened, not just with her podcast, but also for With Love Meghan Season 1, and all the setbacks that are going through right now with Season 2 for Netflix. We know that the CEO of Netflix, Greg Peters, is really trying to level out the entire situation. He's trying to really water down the backlash, due to, of course, Meghan Markle creating so many issues both behind the scenes and in the public eye, and that is just working to no avail. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new, and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. So one thing about Meghan Markle is that she is doubling down on really going on a tirade, one after the other, against critics, against those that really just want nothing to do with Meghan Markle, whether it's on any kind of TV show or any kind of movie or any kind of short appearance, whatever it may be. People do not want to see Meghan Markle at all, period. Now this is where it gets very interesting, is that we know at the same exact time, those like Meghan Markle, the executives over at Netflix, the board of directors there's a lot of, divided moments between everybody working on With Love Meghan Season 2. But what's interesting here has a lot more to do with Meghan Markle's overall behavior in the midst of getting cancelled by multiple studios within the industry from multiple projects that she was either close to making a deal with or already had a deal made with them. So let's get into the overall details about all of this. Now, what's interesting about Meghan Markle here is that we know that she's beginning to actually crack. She's getting more and more emotional. I would say especially within the past 3 to 5 days. She's really been becoming more unhinged than ever before. However, with the Meghan Markle drama clearly not going away anytime soon, especially after her overall ratings disaster for the Netflix series With Love Meghan, one significant development that is now active involves more to do with Meghan Markle going on yet another rant toward both her critics and even her own fans that walked away after her multiple runs of damage control for the series. Now, Meghan delivered the following: I think there comes a time when some deserve more respect, especially in this industry, It's something that I have realized is a major problem. Women deserve more respect. Women are always getting cancelled in different fields, whether you're an actress, producer, a hardworking writer, or visionary, whatever it may be. Women are always going to find their way at the end, but women are always going through the worst of it all in this business. And coming from someone like myself who loves to work hard, someone who really doubles down and goes the extra mile, I can connect with those very same women that have dealt with cancel culture in this industry. And I don't want to get into specifics, but let me be clear, I have been through a lot as a woman, and I would proudly say I'm a hard-working feminist. We really need to fix everything that is wrong, not just in this country, but also throughout the entire world. In ways that the criticism that I have seen throughout my life, and especially most recently, there comes a point where, you have to question yourself. How much of that is driven by the 3 core issues: misogyny, sexism, and even bigotry? It really is something every woman should question themselves after they face cancel culture, or if they are mistreated in this industry that can be very brutal and unfair. You have to really remain brave. You have to work hard, because everyone should love hard work. I am here to also say to everyone that we as in women, we all need to remain united against those that are attempting to diminish our roles in the ever-evolving industry that is becoming more difficult now, especially during the age of social media, which is just as unhinged and unfair toward actresses and actors that sacrifice so much in their lives to accomplish their goals. So guys, let me just stop here for one moment. Again, the whole hard work nonsense that she's spewing out there, it just sounds like Kamala Harris. And it's also making a lot more sense now based on what we talked about on how she has been in heavy discussions with Kamala Harris on how she will appear in episode 4 of With Love Meghan Season 2, something that Harris and her team have already actually agreed to do, and they are ready to actually hop on board when they begin reshoots for this June, which is when they will elongate each and every episode for With Love Meghan Season 2. Again, it's not really a Season 2 because all episodes are already filmed beforehand. With Season 1, it's really just Season 1 Part 2, with some additional filming in play to make each episode longer. Now, the fact that she keeps doubling down on the sexism and misogyny nonsense as well, it goes to show you that this is the only argument, it's the only card that she can play at this point when it comes to making any kind of a debate and getting involved in any kind of argumentative conversation against her critics. That's what it really all comes down to. That's all she really has. And that's why, especially when she begins to go on these tirades, these little rants, of, if you will, of those that canceled her in Hollywood, those studios that want nothing to do with her anymore or at all, period, and how there are many studios that have already blacklisted those like Meghan Markle, Rachel Zegler, and among others out there. And you know what? They have valid reasons as to why they got canceled. Because of the way that they act, because of how unhinged they are, because of how phony and fake they really come across as in the public eye. People just do not want to support people like that, and that's just how it is, right? It's something that she just doesn't seem to get. She doesn't get the memo. However, she doubles down again. I get so teary-eyed, she says, when I face these challenges, but I am more than grateful to have not only my podcasts, but other podcasts that I'm seriously thinking about and working on that perhaps will reach out to a wider audience. I think it's time that we all face the issues with sexism and misogyny as hardworking women, and to really just show this industry what women are capable of. For With Love Meghan Season 2, you are going to see so many surprises, many unexpected cameos that I think will be a game changer, and it's certainly going to get people talking, that's for sure. I am more than happy to sort of see my success with Season 2 as my way of standing up to those that constantly take women for granted, and everyone will see our success. Again, Meghan Markle keeps going on this, trope about With Love Meghan Season 2 and how it's going to be a game changer. I think also she's alluding to the fact that she will be bringing on politicians. We already talked about how she did confront those like Gavin Newsom and Kamala Harris to come on her show, and they agreed. And unfortunately, the Netflix board of directors, they also agreed with having them come on the show. I don't know what they're thinking. I think that they're just asking for more backlash, and hey, at the end of the day, it's only going to be more entertaining that way, honestly. But when you look at things like this, the fact that you have those like Meghan Markle only making a bigger fool of themselves, and they can't really realize what they're doing. She's no different than those out there like Katy Perry and Rachel Zegler, and among many others. Not just actresses, but also actors, right? Alec Baldwin, Tom Hanks, and George Clooney, Robert De Niro. There's so many that are just out of whack, that really just don't get it. They don't get the memo. People are just tired of these entitled celebrities, and people just don't want to hear it at all from them anymore. So again, I think that this is going to backfire once more for Meghan Markle, doubling down on all this hard work nonsense. I think that we all know where she's getting that from. We all know where she's getting that overall conversation from. Kamala Harris. It's very much clear at this point. Interestingly enough, though, alright, we know at the same exact time that Meghan Markle is going to promote With Love Meghan Season 2 at all costs until this fall. Again, they are aiming a September release date, roughly. It may be the last week of August. They're trying to figure it out. We'll keep you guys posted on all of that. But overall, I would like to hear what everyone has to say about all this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys later.